How to improve your listening skills. Alex understood English perfectly, grasping nuanced meanings and intricate grammar with ease. Yet, whenever the moment came to utter a single coherent sentence, an invisible wall seemed to rise, trapping the words firmly inside. This profound frustration gnawed at Alex daily, seeing others converse effortlessly. It was maddening to follow a complex discussion, comprehend every argument, and then be utterly incapable of contributing. The words were all there, in the mind, but the bridge from thought to vocalization remained stubbornly broken, causing immense personal and professional setbacks. Alex felt a heavy mental block, a frustrating disconnect between knowing and doing. This inability to speak freely often left Alex feeling isolated in group settings, a silent observer despite internalizing every spoken word. The desire for fluency burned fiercely within. Numerous opportunities, from networking events to casual social gatherings, slipped away because of this persistent speaking barrier. Alex yearned to engage, to share thoughts and opinions, but the self-consciousness and fear of awkwardness always won out, maintaining the silence. One dreary evening, sitting alone, reflecting on another missed conversation, Alex decided enough was truly enough. A radical change was desperately needed. This wasn't just about learning English, it was about reclaiming a voice, finding true linguistic freedom and confidence. The Internet, a vast ocean of advice, offered countless strategies for language acquisition. It felt overwhelming at first, a chaotic mix of quick fixes and long-term commitments. Alex knew a systematic, dedicated approach would be essential for genuine progress ahead. Alex resolved to prioritize listening skills first, understanding that true comprehension was foundational. Daily, immersive listening practice became a non-negotiable part of the routine. It was the crucial initial step in dismantling the invisible wall, bit by painful bit. Podcasts quickly became a constant companion, during morning commutes, while doing household chores, and even during evening walks. Alex sought out diverse topics, from news to storytelling, exposing the ears to varied accents and natural speech patterns consistently. Initially, much of it still felt like a blurry soundscape, challenging to discern individual words, let alone full sentences. It required immense concentration to truly process the rapid flow of spoken English, often feeling like an uphill battle daily. Alex consciously focused on intonation, the rhythm of English, common phrases, and how speakers linked words together. Instead of trying to catch every single word, the focus shifted to understanding the overall gist and key expressions used frequently. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, the jumbled sounds began to morph into distinct, understandable words and coherent sentences. The world of English audio started making more sense, piece by piece, revealing its intricate sonic tapestry clearly. Next came the challenge of movies and TV shows, but without the comforting safety net of English subtitles this time. It felt daunting, like diving into cold water headfirst. Alex knew this was critical for authentic, real-world comprehension practice. It was incredibly challenging, forcing Alex to pay close attention not just to words, but also to body language, facial expressions, and situational context. Every visual cue became vital in deciphering the meaning of rapid-fire dialogue effectively. This active, no subtitles listening method sharpened comprehension remarkably over a few weeks. Alex noticed a significant improvement in distinguishing different accents and understanding colloquialisms. The ears were truly becoming finely tuned instruments. Simultaneously, Alex tackled the daunting task of effective vocabulary acquisition, a crucial puzzle piece. Simply memorizing endless lists of words had always proved futile in the past. They would vanish from memory almost as quickly as they appeared. Alex realized that context was king when it came to truly learning and retaining new words. Seeing words used naturally within sentences, understanding their precise connotations, and observing their grammatical functions proved immensely more effective for recall. Reading extensively became the cornerstone of this new, more efficient vocabulary strategy. Everything from short news articles and blog posts to full-length novels was devoured voraciously. This constant exposure immersed Alex in authentic language structures. Each newly encountered word was carefully noted, its usage observed in various sentences, and its nuances slowly absorbed. Alex kept a dedicated digital notebook, logging examples, definitions, and even personal associations to aid future recall. Alex discovered the immense power of spaced repetition systems, a scientific approach to memory. This involved reviewing words just before they were likely to be forgotten, solidifying them into long-term memory more efficiently and reliably over time. Apps like Anki became an indispensable daily tool for reinforcing new vocabulary and expressions. Flashcards were created with example sentences, images, and even audio pronunciations, making the review process engaging and highly effective for consolidation. Pictures, personal anecdotes, and even silly mnemonics aided recall significantly, transforming abstract words into concrete memories. This systematic, multisensory approach ensured that new vocabulary wasn't just learned but truly integrated into Alex's active lexicon. This consistent, disciplined approach to vocabulary building, combined with active listening, provided a robust foundation. Alex felt a growing internal library of words, ready to be deployed, but the speaking barrier still presented a formidable challenge ahead. The biggest hurdle remained, transforming passive understanding into fluent, active speech. Alex still hesitated, paralyzed by the fear of making mistakes, worried about sounding awkward or unintelligent in front of others, crippling confidence significantly. The common advice to just speak felt overly simplistic, almost mocking the deep-seated struggle Alex experienced. It was easier said than done, a mental block far more stubborn than mere lack of vocabulary, rooted in profound self-doubt. A significant breakthrough came when Alex tentatively decided to join an online language exchange community. The idea of talking to strangers felt terrifying, but the anonymous nature of online interactions provided a tiny sliver of comfort initially. Conversations were incredibly stilted, punctuated by long, uncomfortable silences and forced smiles. Alex would struggle to form even simple sentences, often reverting to short, clipped answers, feeling immense embarrassment and frustration constantly. Alex forced out basic phrases, often feeling the heat of embarrassment rising, acutely aware of the slow, halting pace of speech. Each word felt like pulling teeth, a monumental effort just to articulate simple thoughts coherently to the patient listeners. The key was discovering patient, understanding partners who encouraged genuine communication rather than correcting every single grammatical error. Their empathy and gentle guidance slowly chipped away at Alex's self-consciousness, fostering a safer environment. Alex learned to embrace imperfections, viewing mistakes not as failures but as crucial stepping stones towards eventual fluency. Every stumble became a lesson, a chance to rephrase, to learn from the immediate feedback received in real-time conversations. Practicing basic greetings, introductions, and simple questions daily helped build foundational conversational competence gradually. The repetition solidified common phrases, making them more automatic and less reliant on conscious, laborious translation processes. Small talk, once a terrifying minefield, became less daunting as common icebreakers and conversational patterns were internalized. Alex started recognizing typical responses, making interactions feel more predictable and manageable over successive practice sessions. Then, an even bolder step, Alex started talking to anyone and everyone in English, literally. This included striking up conversations with baristas at coffee shops, asking for directions from tourists, and engaging strangers at public events fearlessly. It was genuinely surprising how many strangers were willing to engage in brief, friendly exchanges. Most were patient and encouraging, often delighted to help a learner practice. These real-world interactions proved invaluable for building practical fluency. Observing how native speakers used filler words, natural pauses, and subtle nuances of expression was crucial. This immersion in authentic dialogue helped Alex understand not just what to say, but how people truly speak English in daily life contexts. This real-world interaction provided immediate, unfiltered insights into authentic conversational flow, something textbooks could never fully capture. It was messy, unpredictable, and wonderfully human, accelerating the learning curve dramatically for Alex. The best way to learn English, Alex unequivocally realized, was through continuous, multifaceted, and immersive engagement. It wasn't about one magical method but a holistic blend of diverse strategies applied consistently every single day without fail. Listening, reading, speaking, and even a little bit of writing formed a virtuous, self-reinforcing cycle of improvement. Each skill fed into the others, creating a powerful synergy that propelled Alex forward with increasing momentum and ease daily. Alex also maintained a personal journal, attempting to write down thoughts and daily reflections directly in English, no matter how simple or grammatically flawed. This helped structure thoughts directly in English, bypassing mental translation completely. This practice of thinking in English began to dismantle the internal translator that had previously caused so much hesitation. Ideas formed directly in the target language, making the leap to spoken words much quicker and far more natural for Alex. The journey was undoubtedly long, punctuated by moments of intense frustration, but also exhilarating bursts of rapid progress. Alex learned that patience and persistence were far more powerful than raw talent or expensive courses alone for true mastery. Alex understood that consistency truly trumped intensity. Small, daily efforts accumulated into massive improvements over time. Showing up every day, even for just 20 minutes, yielded far better results than sporadic, intense study sessions. The initial goal of understanding English but not speaking well was slowly, surely becoming a distant, painful memory. The invisible wall had crumbled, replaced by open pathways for fluent and confident expression in most situations daily. Now, Conversations flowed much more naturally, ideas articulated with growing ease and surprising confidence. Alex could navigate complex discussions, express nuanced opinions, and even crack jokes effectively, a previously unimaginable feat not long ago. Alex could finally talk to anyone in English, from casual acquaintances to professional contacts, sharing thoughts and insights effortlessly. The fear of judgment had completely dissipated, replaced by a genuine joy in connecting with others through language. This transformative journey taught Alex that language learning is indeed a marathon, not a sprint. It demands dedication, resilience, and a willingness to embrace continuous growth, celebrating every small victory along the winding path of fluency. Every new word learned, every halting sentence spoken, every difficult conversation attempted mattered immensely. Each seemingly minor effort contributed to the grand tapestry of improved communication skills, building confidence incrementally and consistently. The power of consistent exposure, active learning, and fearless practice was now undeniably clear to Alex. The biggest barrier was often internal, a mental block that could only be overcome by taking consistent, uncomfortable, yet necessary steps forward. Alex became an informal advocate, eagerly sharing these hard-won insights and practical strategies with fellow English learners struggling with similar challenges. The personal experience served as powerful proof of concept for others to follow. The best way to learn English truly was by living it, immersing oneself in the language every single day, seeking out opportunities to use it in every possible context. It became an integral part of daily existence for Alex. Alex's once silent English now spoke volumes, a powerful testament to perseverance, strategic learning, and the courage to step outside one's comfort zone repeatedly. The transformation was complete, profound, and deeply satisfying for Alex. The journey of English mastery was not merely about grammar rules or vocabulary lists. It was fundamentally about building confidence, breaking down self-imposed barriers, and connecting with a wider world of people and ideas, enriching life immensely. Alex learned that mistakes were not failures but essential data points for improvement. Each misstep provided valuable feedback, guiding the path toward more accurate and natural expression, fostering resilience in the face of linguistic challenges daily. The joy of understanding complex arguments, laughing at English jokes, and expressing nuanced emotions became the ultimate reward. It was a liberation, freeing Alex from the constraints of silent comprehension, empowering true linguistic agency successfully. This newfound fluency opened doors previously unimaginable, personally and professionally. Alex could confidently travel, pursue international opportunities, and engage in meaningful cross-cultural dialogues, truly connecting with people from diverse backgrounds easily. The story of Alex's English journey became an inspiration, demonstrating that with consistent effort, smart strategies, and a fearless attitude, anyone can transform passive understanding into powerful, fluent, and confident English communication skills.